evening. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to cover on foundations. William, Kazia,
Present.
Rosie,
Present.
Nick,
Present.
Eric.
Present.
Today we are going to talk about foundations, just as I've said earlier. And of course, we want to achieve certain objectives before the end of the lesson. We are going to look at the types. Lilian, can you tell us what is a foundation? Rosie, you can help her. Yes, Eric.
It is the lowest part of a building.
Yes, very good. Can you clap for it? We are going to, a foundation is that base. As Eric has told us, it is that lowest part of a building. It is the base on which a building rests. On which a building rests. So, of course, when we are constructing a structure, we are going to have a foundation just before we do anything else. And of course, we have several types of foundations. In groups of two, I want you just face your neighbor there and discuss various types of foundations that we have in place. And come up with several.
After foundation.
Yes, good. The rough foundation. Discuss with your friend there. Now we can start from this group. Rosie, can you give us what you've discussed?
Pile foundation is one of the types.
You have the pile foundations. That is good. Eric?
White strip foundation.
You have the white strip foundation. So again, here, can you give us another foundation? We have the pad foundation. Nick? What other type of foundation do we have? We have the stepped foundation. And which other one do we have? We have another one there. It is known as the what? The deep strip.
Deep strip foundation.
Deep strip foundation. Of course, you have very many types of foundations, but these ones are the main foundations that we are going to look at in our class today. If you look at these foundations, of course, you have foundations which are very deep, and we have the shallow foundations. So, yes, when you look at these foundations, for example, the raft foundation. Rosie, can you tell us what is the raft foundation?
Raft
Yes,
foundation
Nick.
is a type of foundation where you reinforce you do reinforcement before you start the foundation.
Yes, that is a very good attempt. Eric, can you help me?
Raft foundation is a foundation used in that can be used in marshy areas to support buildings so that we can overcome the sinking in the marshy areas.
Yes, that is also a good attempt. So he has told us that we are going to use it in marshy areas. Marshy areas. Those are some of the areas that we're going to use the raft foundation. Then we have the pile foundation. The pile foundation, can you pair yourselves into two and come up and tell me how you use the pile foundation? Nick, what have you come up with in your group? The pile foundation?
That's the foundation where you dig deep the bedrock.
You? Come up again. Yes? This is a voice.
You commit the soil. Then you first you build the column before you start the foundation.
Before you
start your foundation.
start your foundation, that is a good attempt. William, can you tell us what is a pile foundation from your group?
This is the type of foundation that is used to the places that are swampy, swampy places.
So how does a pile foundation look like at the very start? A pile foundation will take the form of that one, isn't it? Yes, it will take the form of that one. So, William, you are telling us that the pile foundation is used in?
Swampy areas.
Yes, very good. That is a good attempt. It is used in swampy areas. Another definition of the same. What have you discussed, Rosie, in your group?
It is whereby piles are driven into the ground, for example, in a large bodies.
That is a good attempt, Eric. Can you tell us what you come up with in your group?
Pile foundation can also be used in soft soils.
In soft soils, that is another area. Soft soils. We can also use the pile foundation in those two areas. So we have so many areas that we can adopt. The what? The pile foundation. Then we have the white strip foundation. What is the white strip foundation? The white strip foundation? Nick? Of course, it is a type of a strip foundation, right? So where do you adopt the white strip foundation? Yes, Eric?
Where the foundation does not have reinforcement, we adopt it for mass concrete.
Yes, we adopt it for mass
Concrete.
concrete. We adopt it for mass concrete. Yes, so we have defined what is the round foundation, the pile foundation, and the white strip foundation. Now we are going to have an assignment. I'm going to give you an assignment. The fourth and the fifth and the sixth foundation, I want you to go and do some research and look at the definitions of the part foundation, the what?
Step.
The step foundation and the deep? The district foundations. And when you're meeting the next lesson, you have some idea of where we adopt the part foundation, the step foundation, and the strict foundation. Because answer. Is there any question? Yes, Eric?
Is a basement a foundation?
In some areas, a basement is going to be adopted as a foundation, right? It's going to be adopted as a foundation. Yes, it is not a type of foundation, but it's going to be considered as a what?
As a foundation.
question? So if there are no more questions, we are going to end our class there. Thank you, guys. See you next time.